All right. New on Fox this morning. Oh, excuse me, Missy. We're trying to do TV here. Pit bulls can get bad rap, but One Valley Pit Bull and her human are working to change that one post at a time. Paradise Valley woman adopted Stella the Pit Bull after she was diagnosed with cancer. She says Stella saved her life. Their story has now gone viral with thousands of people checking in on Stella throughout her social media pages. And this morning we have Stella. She made her appearance unknown, as well as her owner, Marika, live in studio with us. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit about Stella's story and how you came to find her.
Yeah, well, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and I made it through my treatment, but went through a lot of trauma along the way. And I after I was done with my treatments, it's like that wasn't really the focus of my life anymore, but I somehow couldn't move past it, and I was just stuck in this like state of fear and anxiety and worry, and really just couldn't get on with. I was still alive, but now I didn't know how to live anymore.
Yeah.
So I just really had a longing to get a dog, and Pit Bull's really attracted me. Oh, she sees herself on the screen.
Yeah, she's watching this up. You're a pretty girl, huh? Look at you, TV star.
And so I anguished over it for a bit, but decided that she was the right dog for me, and it was just amazing. She changed our family's life. She changed my life, and she's just been such a blessing to us all.
What kind of changed about you when you got Stella?
I realized how self-absorbed I'd become in my own illness, and how cancer had like such a firm grip on my life. And once I got Stella, I was able to kind of shift out of that, and it was really a pretty amazing thing. And here's a pit bull that needed to be rescued, and I also needed to be rescued. And a lot of people think that pit bulls are mean and aggressive dogs, and truth be told, if you look at their temperament testings, they rate higher than golden retrievers.
Really?
But they get a lot of bad publicity, and they have a lot to offer, and the shelters are filled with them. You're okay.
She really does like watching herself. She's like, look how hot I am. This beaut over here. But so what did you kind of come up with something really cool? You started a social media kind of campaign featuring Stella, and it's really taken off.
Yeah. I really realized early on that my job was to help her spread the joy that she brought to our family and everybody who was around. And so I was trying to figure out the best way to do that. And so my girls suggested that I start an Instagram account for Stella, and since then, things have just gone crazy on her account, and she's literally reaching people around the world.
That is incredible.
Yeah, so we really want to spread a message so that what pets have to offer us on just on a health basis.
Sure.
I mean, these animals have a lot to offer, and we have a lot to offer them, obviously. But also to encourage people. There are dogs like Stella that are just diamonds in the rough in the shelter, and they're getting euthanized every day. And they have so much to offer, and such a shame. And so our message is adopt, rescue, foster. We also have a foster dog at home. A family was kind enough to foster Stella and saved her life. And so we feel that that's a big part of our journey too, is to continue to foster and kind of pay it forward.
And what have you done? You have now a coloring book and a story that's kind of all about Stella. And tell us about these.
Well, what we decided to do is I mentioned that we were trying to find the best way to get our message across about these dogs, to not only highlight the kindness of the pit bull breed, but also, like I said, with what animals can bring to help us heal. And so what I did is put together an adult coloring book featuring pictures of Stella and other rescued pit bulls across the country, and tell a little bit of my story, a little bit of Stella's story, and just try and help spread that message.
And where can people find these?
They're available on Amazon. Hey, you're okay. He said,
Stella wants to play with Anita over there. So people can find these on Amazon?
Yeah.
And that's awesome. So Stella, you've been very well behaved, Missy.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story, because this is a really cool, and I think, dogs are the best medicine, right?
Yeah, they are. They bring a lot of joy and a lot of love, and we're really grateful to have her.
All right, Stella, can I have a shake?
She said,
I'll just give a We'll be right back.
Fox 10 News is brought to you by Santan Ford in Gilbert. We are Santan.